hiatus. We are live, Nox. We are live. After technical difficulties, we are live.
Yeah. Apparently I got kicked out of my Twitch when I switched phones. But hey, how you doing?
I am also telling Claire she has to text my wife to ask her some questions about a statement from a lip reading that we have seen over what has been happening in DC. It is absolutely marvelous, but I will allow my wife to use that phrase first before I say it online because it is one she says she will use wholeheartedly. But so we're doing a extra bonus roundtable or so, what the hell? What is that doodly doot noise? I can't check it because if I do, it'll change how everything looks on the capture for Discord.
I'm getting it. I'm trying to get there, but for some reason it's telling me that my
Okay,
it's not. I'm
I don't.
having trouble logging into Twitch on my phone.
Hold on. I got it. I just have dis. Okay, can you move stuff around or move the map around real quick, Knox? Okay, I can still see it. So I got Discord up behind OBS. Ribs 3377 has cheered us with 28 bits. I don't know what that means, but thank you.
28 cents.
Oh, so bits or pennies?
Yes.
We just made money?
Yes.
Oh my god. Anyway, so we did a surprise stream earlier today because it's the last day of the holiday break for me and I got to go back to work tomorrow. So Bosch and M and I ran a Monster of the Week game. It has been now 100% confirmed. Most of my Dresden lore has been carried over to Monster of the Week.
I mean, yeah. Y'all had stopped using the Dresden game, the card game, the Fate system.
We have played.
A while back.
We stopped. We haven't played in a while because people have had babies and been in Europe. So.
And then going back and then goes back to Europe.
Can't blame her.
3 or 4 days ago.
Yeah, so whenever Christina gets back, we might bring that back up. So we ran that this morning, and we're doing this as another surprise tonight because we haven't streamed in a while. But what we're going to do is kind of a mixture of toolkits, kind of a mixture of roundtable that we've done in the past. We're going to talk about lore in Nox's world that has Odal Dangan.
Yeah, Undangan.
We are currently in the Principality of Lore in what world again?
Crisis. So for reference, do the thing. There we go. Yep, there we go. This is.
Oh, we got a description from Skater Trilogy 337.
That's the boy.
Yay!
Yay! He's followed. It's only been like 5 years.
So we got 2 followers tonight, or actually we've gotten 3 followers today. Anya Davis, Rib 337. I just got the woo from Emily of what was happening. And then we got another subscriber and another follower. Awesome.
Sweet.
So if you want to do a quick rundown of this, and then we'll go back to the Protector of Lore, and then the homework assignment you gave me.
Yeah.
That will start now because it's connected because I'm going to talk about the nipple.
Yay, the nipple. Okay. So for reference, this is but for people who don't know, you and I are both dungeon masters or game masters, whatever the hell you want, whatever phrase you want to use. I don't care. We run games. This is my homebrew world that I have built up on my personal world of Crisis. This is one of the continents as it stands right now. This is the way I do things is very, very ostrich If I don't see it, then it doesn't exist. So this is literally the entire world at the moment.
I did that with Lothria, and then we created the rest of the world because I was allowed to play with Incarnate unattended, and
Mm-hmm.
I accidented a whole world.
Yeah. And then they updated it to be like Photoshop, and it's like, man, now I gotta think. So this area on the western side of uh this continent, which I don't think I have a name for yet. Um, I have basic lore for everything. Uh, for everything on this side. It's a long story. It's a big family. It's all the empire. The emperor died and bequeathed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bequeathed 7 children, each a domain that they could rule, and the empress still runs the empire, but they can do what they want with it. It's really cool. My current party is actually right here, this little diamond right here. Uh, yeah, that's currently where they're at. The Candesta frontier is literally a frontier. It is a wild area. Things don't like societies, towns, claiming territory to expand empire. It doesn't go well in the Candesta frontier.
So you're telling me
Um,
that's where the TBA team lives?
Pretty much. Um, they that is that actually that's a very that's probably about where they headed. Because they headed east.
No, I'm
Um,
not talking about our player characters. I'm saying like the actual TBA crew would be
oh
found
yeah.
in the Candesta frontier.
Uh, yeah. Think a lot of monsters. A lot of it's kind of a weird place. Can't really like the frontier takes you stake a claim and the frontier takes it back, kind of situation. Haven't fleshed it out too much. Um, there is the Ambient Empire. No idea. Not a clue. Uh, what?
You left Spence with the Kingdom of Ventir, or no, you gave
The
him the
Avian
king.
Empire?
No, you gave him
Yeah.
the Kingdom of Deloni to do work on.
Yes.
You gave me the Octasian.
The Actasian Empire.
Yeah.
Um, Kingdom of Venetia. Venetia. No idea.
No,
Kingdom of Condozo. No idea. Tendeza. No idea. Um, Kingdom of Calesti. Or Castelli is pretty is that's currently my pet project. I have a bit of lore here, um, but I mean
is that your
outside.
vampire
Yes,
boys?
yes, that is the kingdom of the undead
All right.
because shit happened.
Uh, so let's zoom in on the area we've been working on though, Knox, before we look at the rest of the continent. That'll be some other project much later on. It'll probably be you and I crack open a beer and do this again at another point.
Oh yeah.
So this is the Protectorate of Lore. We said it's mostly boggy and swampy with
Mm-hmm.
what was it, dwarven and goblinoid making up and
Yeah.
and we got the marshfoot halflings.
Yep. Marshfoot halflings. Some there are some gnome enclaves around here.
Oh, I had a thought for what the marshfoot halflings would have in their advantage. They kind of like to replace the swiftfoot and the tough. ones that got
Mhm.
like the instead of having like that resistance to poison, or I forget what I've never played a Swiftfoot, so I think maybe that they have a innate access to minor water magic, so it allows them to move across boggy terrain and light and shallow water terrain as if it's not difficult terrain,
Uh,
which might be very situational, but
yeah. What's this guy?
basically a limited water walk kind of thing.
Yeah, it'd be more along the lines of like the oh, it's not tree stride. The one that lets you move normally on hindering terrain.
Uh, something from restraint,
Something anyway,
freedom of
but yeah,
movement, freedom of movement.
freedom of movement. They have freedom of movement in muddy, swampy, marsh kind of areas.
But let's see, what was the last thing we did, or what's the last area? I know we've done a lot of the brown because we said that's a lot of like cattle country, I think.
Let's see. Where are we at? Let's see. We did.
Emily just let me know the new headphones I got her for Christmas. She finally got them to work.
Sweet.
So Monday we'll find out what quality they are. But can you zoom in a little bit, because I am looking at she's telling me they sound much better. I know is at Alton's.
Yes, we have.
We've done that, and I
We
think
have.
and
That
and
is.
Lin Cuperio.
I don't think we have not.
All right,
So that one is named. That one is.
got dog.
It dog. So that we can change if we can change if we like. Uh, let's see. Oh, and it's 45 degrees, like in Halifax. It is 114 feet above sea level. And the population is 4,145. That
I
seems a bit much.
I'd say drop it down to 445.
Yeah. Yoink. Uh,
Let's see. The name seems a little. What is it saying? The type is geometric,
That's much better.
small with a little walled central area.
Yeah. Generic.
Okay, leave it at generic, I guess.
Yeah. Because it's the
Yeah.
type of settlement that it is.
Let's change the name though. That's a really long, pretentious name for what we're making a little bitty hamlet, I think.
Yeah.
I do like the shield though. I feel like we still need something to do with dogs.
Dog.
Dogs.
It's doges.
Actually, there we go. How about someone just did something. Oh, we got 41 bits.
Sweet.
Let's go with Doge. Just call it Doge. But we gotta spell it funny, like Doug with an E, or add a E, A, and a U.
Dogeberg.
There we go.
Dogeberg.
There we go.
Dogeberg.
Dogeberg. We're adults, we promise.
I mean, that'll work. I mean, I made the mistake of giving giving a good amount of backstory and thought into Dormus, the very large
You mean
vampire barbarian.
you mean
that
Dormouse?
Yeah, that my party continually just calls Dormouse,
That's his name.
and as well as the winged vampire rogue Grismal, who has never been actually spoken to has never been referred to as Grismal by the party. He is He is now and probably will forever be, much to my chagrin, Bad Damon. So,
And I love him.
Knox, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. You have to deal with that. That this is your cross to bear. Now we did Alton, we did Walden. I think we did Waldenbron.
Did we do Waldenbron? Let's see.
I think we did.
Let me put Dogeberg on here.
You got to put Dogeberg where?
On the list of things that we have done.
Okay.
I got a little notepad list of everything that of every town that we have done stuff that we have changed to that. Well, I can refer to it and go, "Hey, we've done this. We haven't done this."
I'm pretty sure we did Waldbron. I would have to check a video that was posted like 6 months ago though to double check.
Sprester, Eder, Rosberg, Halterben, Holberheim. We have not actually.
Okay, well then let's click it and let's do this. And
Waldbron. I like that one.
I like the name. Population's way too high.
Oh god, yeah.
Because I think most of our cities are less than 5,000.
Yeah. I'm gonna go 2820. That'll be no, we're gonna go 1820 because it's a bit off of the beaten path.
Yeah, it's not on the main highway.
Yeah, and not quite a port, and it's not quite a port city. I like that one. That one's good.
Okay.
Let's see. What is this one?
What is this one known for?
So port. Let's see. State capital. Port. Citadel. Wall. We'll do walled.
That works. That works.
As big religious center and shantytown. No, okay, so that one will do.
Because it usually says what their job is. The Captain America shield though.
Yeah.
Let's see what the random does for us here.
Yeah. Let's go with a pennant. Yeah,
there we go. Okay, that works. Are they really proud of their wall? There, we'll keep the doggos. Doggos seem to be a theme here. Do they seem to be like the Fereldans and love their Mabaris?
Yeah, I'm not. Let's see. The wheat. I like the wheat.
Okay.
Let's see. Upload, download.
Yeah.
Edit in Amoria. Okay, no. I'm not gonna edit it. There we go.
All right. I guess we'll say that this is another one of the breadbasket areas because it seems like this whole province, if I remember right, we started making this very much an agricultural region. Like this seems like it over near Opelbrow. It seems like everything starts to get more agricultural and less mining and fishing.
Yeah, mining is very much in western, like western seaboard, western
and
coast,
western north area. Because I think we put a mine somewhere up there near the what's it called? The frontier. The frontier.
Yeah, it's we have.
Yeah, we got some things.
I think it was Hoberheim.
Hoberheim and Oria, but I also think Patos. I think that there's also some other mining back over there, but
see. So for quick reference, Oria, copper mining, and coppersmithing and making of the weapons.
The arcane batteries.
Yeah, the specifically the ammunitions. Holberheim is
Naval port.
yes, major military. It's heavy in steel production. Uh, let's see, what do I have next? Counterbend is next on my list.
Let's keep moving forward, or else we're going to get lost looking back at everything.
Yeah.
So should we go ahead and do Danu?
Let's see what. Not a port town, so this is going to change.
I mean, this could be. This is like one of the southernmost areas so far.
It is, but it is also landlocked, so it is not actually It's not actually going to be a
True.
Port. It's not actually a port area, so the anchors really don't.
No thank you. The no thank you hand. Okay. Gonna say I don't think we need to change Danu's name.
Headphones, dresser. I don't think so either.
Danu sounds good. You know what? I feel Danu is a goblin town.
I could be a goblinoid. Yeah.
I think this is a lot of goblins. Definitely not 4,000 people though.
No. I don't know. Colon. I would. I mean, 400.
That works.
This is.
You know, it'd be kind of cool to list with this though. To add to your lore sheet. I don't know if there's a space on here to add it. That Danu's a seasonal town. Like the goblins mostly go back out south into the swamp, and then they gather in Danu a couple times a year for important ceremonies and stuff.
That would we can do at that point we could do that. Make it a religious center. Goblinoid sacred city. Can't think. Let's see. What we can do is let's click this. Options. Click to add a marker. And go here. And we will change this to
A hamster?
let's see.
We've been using alligators for random stuff.
Yeah. But this is specifically for gobos.
Gobos like beer.
I use the boar. This smaller. This side and down so you can see the name. We'll put it over that tree.
That tree particular. Gobberry Farms.
Gobanoot.
Gobmoot. Works. That sounds good.
Goblinoot. That'll work for now. And we would change this to a nice gobbo green. And Tanger City. All right. Goblinoid City. Use seasonally for twice yearly. Not religious.
Maybe it's more
Harvest.
for harvest and trade.
Festival and trade. Yeah, and Lou.
All right, and what's this one down at the bottom?
Let's see. What can we do with this one? This to the forefront.
How do I can't read the name from the.
It's Witten Maiden.
Witten Maiden.
Yeah, Witten Maiden.
Okay, that's a big city.
Yeah, and that's gonna. Oh, religious center goes away. Trade, yes.
It's not a. It's definitely not a port town.
It would be. It's close. I think it's close enough. I think it's close enough. This would be the more of the.
Is it more of the access through marshes to open water, though? I mean, it's right off of that main trade route that goes up to Sleeping, whatever. That works.
Yeah.
Definitely doesn't need a population like 21,000 though.
No, that's gonna get. Let's see. Give me some acres.
There you go.
Yeah, there we go. And it's purple. I like that.
It's a good purple.
That's interesting.
What?
Let me
What is interesting
ideas.
for the triple anchor?
Yeah. More for the colors. And the fact that it's around.
Could this be a home for a spoke?
I'm thinking maybe. And this is this whole area was carved out about a generation ago, so it's relatively. Get rid of the castle. Doesn't need a citadel. Shantytown, yes. Marketplace, yes. Port town, yes.
Because I don't think we've done this before or done this in lore yet. I think this would actually be a good place if you drop the population maybe closer to 5. This actually could be one of the spokes for the wheel.
Yeah, or at least it is a city that is governed by. I mean, it's potentially governed by, or that the spoke is essentially carved out and started this town.
Yeah, I'm saying it's like a spoke started it, which may be the reason that it has a name like Witten Maiden. Is that might be a reference to one of the members of of the spoke. Because Witten Maiden is a pretty good name.
Yeah, I like it. I'm gonna copy that so that I don't have to type. List.
Ow. I
Enter.
stabbed myself with the microphone. I'm sorry, internet.
Don't stab yourself with the microphone, Hewitt. That's for talking. Silly, Hewitt. The microphones are for talking.
Check inside one of the candy or one of the drawers of the island to see if I put it in there. Emily was asking me where the chocolate orange went.
Mill City.
Did you find it? Yeah, Emily's big into the chocolate orange things.
I haven't tried them. I've never tried them.
I'm
Like,
I'm not a huge fan. I like simpler candies. I also like the forbidden jelly bean of licorice that everybody seems to hate.
Yeah, no, I'm good. Oh, let's see. So, if that's the case, let's see. So, with a name like Witten Maiden, with a name like Smuckers, it's bound to be good. With a name like Witten Maiden. I would say I mean, just the founded by the Witten spoke. Port Town. And serves.
I think, like we said, this place got itself away in the last generation, right?
The entire the entire protectorate.
Yeah, it's only been like one generation. Like there are people who still remember getting away from the empire.
Correct. And so that very very good possibility. This spoke was helpful in some indiscriminate way of helpful in that happening. They were they were contracted with they were contracted, and the reward for the contract was an actual they could make their own. They could have their. They could
Have their own
have their own
holding.
plot. Yeah. So that's where that comes from.
Good. All right. So we've got that whole little province, which I think that whole province might fall underneath their rule, and it's just the goblins like we do our own thing.
They take all kinds. So the wheel don't discriminate.
Or else they wouldn't have a SOG.
Yeah, I mean this is true. Dead guys
deserve employment too.
This is true.
All right, then what's our next one?
This is getting fucking changed.
What was? Hold on.
Schlinich.
Slinich.
Oh yeah, your party will destroy that.
Burb.
Applebee's?
Yeah, I mean.
Made a tell-toe lot.
What?
Made a tell-toe lot.
No.
Remivinen.
Revivin'?
Rimavin. I like that one.
All right. Population. it's a terminus on one of these major trade routes. So I feel like I mean, the main road goes through it and a port goes through it. So I feel like it should be a bigger town.
Yeah.
Not
Uh,
not 60 something. There we
yeah. All right. 10 grand. No religion. Ba, ba, ba.
I like the hearts though.
Let us see. Charge heart. Is this okay? This is showing up. So this is Armoria. Uh, Armoria is you can
Make heraldry.
make heraldry. A field. I don't. Let's not do the red.
How about yellow? Well, how about that? Not no. What about that? Not quite purple over by the green. That kind of I like that one.
Ah, here we go. Okay. Well then, maybe not. Okay. Oh, there we go. Let's go. Try to get more of a wine.
I think we might
That'll
just
work.
figure out their main business.
All right. Division. Let's see. We got top right, bottom left.
That's a Pokeball.
Yeah, it's Pokeball. Uh, Fairy trees, dragon teeth, sea waves. Yeah, I think that one's gonna.
Yeah, I think that works.
Yeah. Vision charge.
What does this do?
Oh, okay. So sinister. So you got the diamonds
Mm-hmm.
because I know shit all about heraldry terminology. But you see how in this one the right side of the diamonds are shaded.
Mm-hmm.
Sinister flips it to the opposite side.
Well, that's because sinister means left. Like sinister originally meant left.
Neat. I learned something today. And then the verse is up down.
Unless I got lied to when I was younger. While we're doing this and you're playing around with that, let me Google to make sure I'm not full of shit. Like I swear I learned that.
Oh, that
Remember that sinister is the Latin word for left-handed. Yeah. Okay. I'm not full of shit. What about the little fireballs? No. You had it. It's right next to the hollow triangle. Those look like sperm. Never mind.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Comfort straws. I like that.
All right, let's go with that.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, it's fancy, and I think that once you get out of this,
Now, here's the question. I click this button.
does it save it? Hold on. Click it. Do you have to download it?
You might. Okay, that should be in. Okay, that's there. This upload.
Did you click the upload thingy?
All files. This guy open. It is not the right file. Huh.
Oh, can fix that.
This is open as a PNG.
So it saved it as a ping,
Yeah.
and it won't let you upload it as a ping.
Set select file format. Here we go. PNG. Oh shit, it downloaded it. Oh, any image. This guy. Open. Done. Cool.
There we go. Remiven, is that what you renamed it?
Yeah.
I think let's zoom out a little bit so we can see the port or the trade line better. So it's, where does the trade line end over to the east? Or back to the east, because we've done the west and we've been going east. So
I mean, this is that's
that's
going to be the.
that's the last port before it gets back out towards the Akasan Empire.
I mean it, and that thing goes, man.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say, since this is the reason it's so big and why this is such a major port, is this is the major port of the eastern section of Lore.
Yeah.
I'd go even so far to say that we said what the person in charge of everything is the Lord Protector or the Protector General.
That would. Didn't we have?
You wrote it down somewhere.
Yeah, I think it was in Opal Brow.
Yeah.
I think he's in Opal Brow. Let me double check. Didn't write it down. Protector General.
Protector General makes sense for the history of this place.
Yeah, as they basically split off and were able to keep it. I don't actually have Opal Brow on here.
That's the first one we did. That's been a minute.
No, the first one we did was Aurea.
Oh, that's right. But we had Claire when we did Opal Brow.
Yes. Bresser, Rorschach, Miles, Glad, Briarwalt, Munch, Itterbach, Laufin, Stenzel, Greaseville, Pathos, Itham, Altens, Altech, Dogeberg, Waldboro, Rumvern.
I know one of those cities has the like sentient mushroom salts.
That is.
That's over there on the peninsula.
Yeah, I want to say that. Yeah, that's over here somewhere.
Yeah. So why don't we put the second person in charge, like if anything was to happen to the Protector General, the person who is in charge of Remiven is like the next person in command. Like that's how important the city is.
Yeah, I mean it would be the Western capital or the Eastern capital.
If anything happened.
Yeah. Eastern capital. Huge port town. I mean that's I'm fine with that for now.
What would be a good title for this person though? Because we got the Protectorate General.
Protectorate Admiral.
Yeah. Can workshop something maybe slightly better later.
Yeah. Covers. And actually, what we can do. Which one was it? Hoberheim was the Hoberheim major military port, Western port. Okay, so Hoberheim is going to do another It's going to be another capital city. Bremen's going to be a capital city, and that is the triumvirate of lore. Got.
I think over in Hoberheim it should be the Protectorate Smith.
Oh, Ben. Oh, there it is. Close.
I think that would be good because you have the Protectorate General, the Protectorate Admiral, and then the Protectorate Smith. You can always workshop the names into something cooler.
Smith. Eastern capital. So it's so Laura's essentially ruled over by a triumvirate. Capital. There we go. So you've got Hoberheim, Openbrow. Oh, you can only do one at a time. Damn it.
Well, I mean, just note it in your lore.
Yeah, and I did. So you got Hoberheim, Openbrow, and Remaven. The more I say it, the less I like that eye. Remaven.
Now, I got an idea.
Mm-hmm.
Is this area, and I was about to drag my mouse over the picture that you can't see, but the area that is north of Remaven and over Dogeburg, that area, all that's. Why don't we add a marker there between it and the kingdom of whatever that they used to belong to?
Somewhere is in this area.
Yeah. Give it a little electric mark if it is, because this is the idea I got, a little lightning bolt. I think this is the charged marshes. It was the site of where they first tested the arcane batteries in battle. And so you basically have a massive like the area in the Chafalaya Basin that's nothing but open grasslands until the river breaks its banks because it's, a lot of rain. You know what I mean? So it's just kind of marshy, boggy, wet, but there's been so much discharged arcane energy that it almost functions for the entire border with it in the kingdom like a giant electric fence that everybody just kind of fucking avoids.
I like that.
Because I have an idea for this southeastern portion, and it ties into the nipple. which ties into the stuff you actually told me to do as homework. So,
so we'll do. Put that down.
like the area is prone to like arcane tornadoes and shit. So like if anyone goes out there, they're either trying to dig up old technology or they're nuts.
Yeah. I'd say that would be the final battle of glory and independence. Marred the area with arcane energy because of stuff.
Because stuff. We're scientific here.
I've also got a player sitting 4 feet away from me. First. Oh, she's got headphones on. First deployment of arcane.
I would even say this is why now they fire in volleys instead of a solid wave.
And this is the first time that they were. This was the first deployment of the arcane arcane batteries. I like it.
All right, so let's zoom into this other section down here. So I got Offenhaven.
That not anymore. That is not. No.
Click it. I want to hear it.
Lactorum.
See that is a whole lot safer than what my players are going to say.
Oh yeah.
Choo.
What was that one?
Choo.
Click it.
Chew.
You know, let's go with chew.
Let's not.
Okay. Because
chew is also the French word for ass.
Oh.
Pohalekospo.
Yeah, that's gonna get made something dirty.
I'm half tempted to leave it as that and make the boy spell it.
That's mean.
Yeah.
Babingolf.
Babingolf.
That sounds like Babinbur from.
Yeah. Ita.
Yeah, let's go with that. That's simple.
Like Ita.
Because here's my idea, Kyle. For everything here, they're military encampments. Because they don't this is like the marsh does not extend down here. Mm-hmm. This is literally the only place the kingdom could come back.
Yeah, so this is all within a day's travel and easy deployment of any avenue that the
you just stole a whole city.
Yep. So that being the case, let's see. Let's do this one's gotta be.
Actually, that one's really cool. I like that shape.
So let's see.
You know what? The yellow fireball shield works really good. And this is what I would say it's about 1,600 people.
Yeah.
This is like literally just the quartermaster.
Can I? Let's see. Quick to configure. regenerate, and I wish I knew how to edit the roads and like the lines and stuff.
Well, how about this one for it, man? Since they've been
Because
playing,
what I was gonna do is I was gonna move it. I'd really like to move this road more south, but whatever.
well,
I'll
hold on.
figure it out at some point.
Hold on? Can you click it? Yeah.
There we go. Oh, wow. Okay.
You're gonna have to move it like each individual click. Man, that road take a real sharp turn.
Yeah.
I think you can click on some of those and delete them, man. That's cool.
Yeah. Okay. This is. Oh yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to say Ida's not really on the main road because I would say they found a way to do limited teleportation using the arcane batteries.
Well, it's. I mean, this is, and it's also. This is within.
It's not far.
No, that's not at all. So.
Now, I wouldn't move any of these cities over here.
Yeah. I don't even know if we can.
Well, you probably could. You'd have to drag and drop them. Like, hold on. Take Munchlax. Click on it.
Yeah, no, because it'll. When I click on it, it'll bring up the. It'll bring that up.
Well, I'm saying click the name.
Hang on. Let's see. Edit emblem, edit selection. Relocate Berg.
Okay, do that. Click it. And move it onto the main road. If you can. And I wouldn't put it. That's the closest I would put it to the border because I feel like maybe there's a treaty or something.
Yeah. Now let's fix this.
Because they would totally call it Munchlax if they saw that, wouldn't they?
Especially my wife.
I mean, if these are supposed to be camps and like little like perma-military things.
Arkil.
Work.
I like that.
All right. Let's go with. There we go.
Yeah. You mess with the bull, you get the horns.
I mean, I like it.
Okay, I'd pop that population up a little bit because it seems like it would be the natural place where things would go down.
Yeah. market and a shanty town.
I really wouldn't call it a shanty town. I would think it'd be more of
It has a shanty town.
well, I'm just saying the shanty town is actually like tents.
Okay, apparently having all those clicked makes the. Okay, apparently having the shantytown clicked makes it disappear. Oh, screw it. I can make it work. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Copy. Arkill. Military. Outpost. / city. Because, it's a situation where cities will pop up around military outposts.
Pretty much.
Uh,
Just hope it's better than any of the ones that are here in Louisiana.
hmm,
Don't have a high opinion of Marksville.
yeah. Although you can get really good ribs at Fort Polk.
Yeah. Thinking I haven't been there since I was little.
Yeah.
All right, and then let's see what we got. Urin?
Ebron.
That's a good name.
I like that.
Yeah, it's got a shield.
Kind of looks like a teleportation symbol.
Yeah.
Symbol. Definitely not 1,400 people.
No.
Not walled. We'll say market, but
It's just another military encampment that's grown into a city.
yeah, this is going to be more the mages.
Arcane artillery.
The actual the actual mages regiment.
That's cool.
Ebron. Copy. All right, Ebron. Military outpost. Seat of mages regiment. That'll work.
Bryberg. Oh, I like the blue bear.
And okay, that
I do like the blue bear.
that is good. So I catch this. Freiburg. Military outpost. Home of the Freiburg Bear Cavalry.
I do not hate this. I support this.
Yeah.
Okay, and is this Monk?
This is Monk.
You know what I think Monk should be instead of a full city? This is the actual military training ground.
Okay, yeah. We'll go 4,000 walled. No marketplace. The marketplace will be more in Freiburg. And I'm actually okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm actually gonna do this. We're gonna move Freiburg to the crossroads.
That works.
And then we are going to move Ebron a bit further south. And there we go. That gives us a bit more of a
Cool.
all right.
The bells kind.
Munch. Yeah, I like that. I like the bells. Munch is
Like, and they, and this is a little weird because it's. I feel like they force a lot of the new recruits to train here because they can see who. Because I feel like the Protectorate of Lore very much has the flaw in their foreign policy is never again from the kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
So like they're not exactly isolationists, but they're definitely not like I want to talk to everybody.
Yeah,
But it's
they're not-
very much fuck this one place in particular.
yeah. And considering it's literally this and the monster infested
Wilds.
wilds, then we're fine. Thank you. We'll stay over here with our stuff and our toys and the stuff that we're making. I have already and yes, leaf page. And if and when it gets to players, not my players, actually get to and deal with. Why is that so off center? That is.
It's just the way it is.
It's
Now,
doing a word.
now it's doing a dance. I think it's fine.
Anyway, maybe. Let's see. Gonna do. There we go.
Okay.
Um.
I think we might have shifted it though, so it's not over the top of any cities. Oh well, it's fine. When you zoom in, it's not that big a deal.
Yeah, it goes away once you. I mean, just literally one more and two more. Yeah, one
Yeah.
more and it's gone. Yeah, and if I get to the point where my party actually gets to and deals with the Protectorate, and I make the decision to pick up models for this, then definitely gonna end up picking up some of the steampunk dwarves from Age of Sigmar.
Definitely. All right. So, and we already did the island, right? Down to the south.
Yes. Oh, the lighthouse.
Yeah, we did the lighthouse and then the islands on the other side of it.
Yeah, this guy.
Yeah.
Yes, we did all talk.
Okay. So we're to the nipple.
Yes.
Okay, now it probably needs a better name. Would you zoom in so I can see it a little bit better, Nox?
Yeah, buddy.
Okay, so I wanted to rename this city since we keep calling this area the nipple because it juts out and it's just this little pink area.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. What?
Huawajuyaba.
No.
What?
Huawajuyaba.
Oh, this is gonna be fucking hilarious. Hold on. I'm gonna make this a capital city real quick. So that it makes it bigger. Hey,
What?
how do you say that?
The other place was a bean. ha.
Yeah, they would just call it hoo-ha the whole time.
So that's the first half of the word. Hoo ha ha. Jafo.
Hoo ha ha, Japo, indeed. All right.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that's not
Eh,
a very good name.
And now it's Al Hat. Oh,
Long high. Long high on the nip.
long pig.
Shack.
Yeah, no.
Brilliant is not bad.
Hey, brilliant.
So here's the deal. I feel it's a more of a middle-sized city, so maybe around 6,000. So the reason that I was hoping we'd get to this tonight is because of the ideas I have for the Akazan Empire.
Mhm.
So this is my idea, is that the Akazan Empire started because it also split off of the kingdom, albeit a little earlier.
Okay.
So I'm going to say that all that area south of the road going through the Akazan Empire
Mm-hmm.
was still part of the kingdom of Ventia when Lore declared its independence and the Akazan Empire came through and took it over because they were occupied.
Mm-hmm.
And so what I want is I really would like the city that was on the nipple to have been the old capital of the kingdom. And Akazan took it and then gave it to Lore as a gift and symbol of friendship.
Okay. Which would explain why the current kingdom is the current seat of the kingdom would be here.
Mhm.
Okay.
And
And
let's add a little
that could be-
further. Let's add a little further lore. It was the new like they've had to move back to the old capital in the kingdom. Like this was supposed to be the jewel in the crown of that current king. Had this city built here and built up, and then it got took. And not just only was it taken, the country that took it, instead of keeping it, gave it to another country.
gave it to another country whenever they split off.
Yeah.
Hey, you know that new guy? You know that new guy that pisses you off? I'm gonna give him your tools.
Pretty much. Like it's also a level of petty that I love.
Yeah.
And you can change the heraldry to whatever it is, but the thing I would love about the heraldry is if it was the flag of the Kingdom of Ventia, but the colors were inversed. Like this is like the one thing that is very much a fuck you kind of city situation. Like,
Okay. Okay. Let's go back to Moria.
while you're working on that,
So-
I actually have to run to the restroom, so I'll be right back.
All right. So what we're gonna do is, I like the horn. I like the horn as the the, the symbol of Valencia. But what we're gonna do, and we're gonna reverse it. Kind of shift it a bit, and then let's go with maybe a blue. Oh, sky blue. I like that. Now, That's done. Charge 2. Let's see. What do we have? Aquatic seafaring. Arms. No. How did you put it? Conventional. What I'm looking for is more of a gear. Where's aquatic seafaring? Let's see. Sure. People, architecture.
All right, I'm back.
Cool.
All right, are you playing around with everything and flipping it upside down?
Well, I like I like the horn being the symbol of the kingdom of.
You know what? Hey, go back, and you know what? I think there would also be a detachment of the wheel there too, maybe connected to the Witten Maiden.
Well, let's see. You can go away. I'm gonna need you. What do we have for this? The shell. Cool. So the shell is essentially the symbol of lore in general. So I need to go to where is it? Seafair? No.
Animals?
Aquatic. That's what I'm looking for. And there. So holy crap, there's a crawfish.
I think we used that on one of them.
Huh. Cancer. Nice. And I think we need to go with more of a bronze copper. Shift this a bit. And then chartreuse scalloped.
I like the red on white there.
Yeah. Something that looks really cool, as in we took your shit.
I kind of like the pokey bits.
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it would be. I thought this would be a interesting thing about the city. Is that lore didn't take it, nor did they want it.
Mhm.
But like right when lore defeated them on the charged marshes, the Acacian moved in
Mhm.
and caught them off guard, and that is why the capital has had to move back. And then instead of keeping it, forming an alliance with the people that made a magical tornado that has electrified an entire section of their country that no one can live in now. Are you about to add something? Roads.
No.
Yeah, go and delete that one.
Let me look up some things. I don't know. Okay. No, you call her.
Okay, and then we do.
Okay. All right. We take. Hey, 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 hey.
Okay, select
Okay.
something a bit more fantastical than the Golden Gate, but I
Okay.
guess that'll work too.
So we probably don't have time to do all of this.
The high bridge.
Yeah.
We'll see.
And then
Yeah,
we're
maybe
gonna
two.
do.
YFN.
Cool. I like that.
No, I'm just getting flashbacks to the first time I rode over that damn bridge in Baton Rouge.
The first time you drive across the Huey P before they redid it.
Oh God, yeah.
Cool. So now there's this is a quick route between between the nipple and
The mainland.
and that was yeah.
So I just thought it would be interesting because if you zoom out, let's zoom out because I think we're getting to the part. The tail end of this will be the homework you gave me. Let's go over to the Acacian Empire. There's a whole lot of that I wish that could be changed to another country.
And I'm thinking about playing around with cutting it off here.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. Is I was looking at, you know what? Can we add a title on here?
Let's. We sure as hell can.
Yeah, we can. So just made my homework easier. Bosia is not bad.
Yeah. We'll do that.
Okay, so here's kind of the thought I had, Kyle, for some of this lore, Acacian, this new country you just made, and the one that's above Bosia.
Mm-hmm.
What's that one? The Albion.
The Abian.
I think they all used to be part of Ventia. Like Ventia used to be
The power of the continent that has slowly over time just lost its
yeah.
shit.
Well, the big thing is it suffered from overexpansion. Like the big thing is it overexpanded and learned the cost of trying to maintain a continental sized country while mostly focusing on the needs of its upper class. Like I honestly feel like the Kingdom of Ventia could also be argued to be almost like a joke to an extent. Like maybe Castelli
Mhm.
might still have respect for them, but that's because as vampires they very much have that old world view.
They still remember when it was the power.
Yeah, and there's still and they like vampires, especially the older ones, have a long memory, and they've seen kingdoms rise and fall. But let's go back down to Acacian, because I actually wanted to see if you were okay with knocking the empire off of it.
Yeah, I mean,
So, let's
Actasian.
Actasian.
Actasian. So if we zoom in,
Yeah. Now it's occasion.
Hmm?
Now it's occasion.
I don't think that's a problem. So here's my idea for it.
Oh, let me go ahead and change the label.
This is a really neat program if you have not already drawn your own maps. Like if I had not already had a 5 foot by 2.5 foot wide piece of wood hanging on my wall that has my world map on it.
Here we go. What type? Do you have an idea on what type of place this is?
Yeah, it's actually mostly Ganassi.
Like as far as rule goes,
Rule,
like
it's probably a kingdom. It does probably have a it probably does have a monarchy. I just wanted to move away from empire.
okay. Okay.
I mean, you'll have to adjust the boundaries later.
Yes.
Kingdom of Acacia.
That'll work.
There we go. So,
Yeah, I'll have to play with that later.
so if we zoom in, here's what I got for you because I haven't, and I don't think we got time tonight to start it. Other than let's find the capital. I'm pretty sure the capital is right down there on that bay.
Yes. Oh, it's Martaine. Okay.
I say I like that name.
Yeah, because Martaine has history.
Martaine has history in your world.
Yes. Yes.
Is this where Avi's from?
No. Nobody knows where Avi's from. Fun fact: we're gonna go here, and you have the cousin cities of Aboctor and Abermain.
Mm-hmm.
Avi is currently in Aboctor.
Hmm. Okay, so
yes, Martaine. Martaine is large port city. They have they have a thieves guild. There they have a thieves guild called named the Anchor Club, and they there's a whole story. There was a coup uh, in the thieves guild. Uh, it was weird. There's a quest for it. There's a quest for it.
cool. So here's what I got for you. The current king is King Stolai, Stolai.
Okay. Actually, let me do this. Save. New. Okay. Capital is Kane. King is all right.
He is the. I was going to say he's the second king of the Gothmore. Goeth, or sorry, Goetmor. Gothmore dynasty. I said third king, right?
Said second, but I think
Sorry, what did I say? Second?
Yep.
Go with second because that works a little bit better because his position is a little tenuous. Because the first one started it, everybody usually leaves him alone. Second one, you better produce an heir or prove yourself useful, or we might have a new dynasty soon.
Yeah. What was his name again?
Stolai, Stolai. And he is a Earth Ganassi that has an affinity towards sand. So looks like quartz sandstone, you know, the one that's like kind of golden with flecks of red throughout it.
Mm-hmm.
So the big thing I thought of for this place that I thought would be interesting is the majority of the population is going to be Ganassi and denizens from elemental planes, like, you know, the dwarves that have the firebeards,
Yeah.
and Duragar. So the thing is that I was thinking about for Acacia that its landscape doesn't 100% make sense because it resides on an area where the veil between the elemental planes is weak. So there's areas that should, by all geography, be lush rainforest type areas, but they might be a desert.
Yeah.
And it all depends on, and that's why there's so many Ganassi there. And it's because anyone born there has a chance, instead of like necessarily going with the main Ganassi lore that, oh, somebody's dad was a Dow or a Jinn. It's they're so close to these thin portions with the elemental planes, it leaves people with a mark, causing them to become a Ganassi. And the other folks that can live here, I mean, I think there'd be a large dwarven population along with Duragar, Gnome, and Smurfneblin, because they have kind of an innate resistance to magic. So, where a human that stays here too long might all of a sudden start showing the signs that, oh, I've been too close to the elemental plane of fire, a dwarf sitting there going, shut up, noob, get back to work.
Yeah.
I'm about to go on my smoke break, and just like literally lights a cigarette off of a stone that's just next to the wall and just goes on about their business. I also feel this area is going to be dedicated to crafts. Like, this is a very much a merchant crafting and creation kingdom. That looks spooky. That's a headache.
Hmm.
Oh, never mind. That one kind of worked. Never mind.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just kind of flipping. If I get it's a bucket.
This is the Bucket Kingdom.
This is the Bucket Kingdom.
Dude, you need to make, for one of these cities that you absolute into, it's like, because every time you make a map, and this is me to anybody that's still watching as a DM, when you create a world, there's going to be one place you fall in absolute love with, and I advise you never to set a campaign there because your players will destroy your little love child. There's also going to be a city you absolutely fucking hate. For no reason in this world you created, there's one spot you just don't fucking like it. And when whenever you find that one spot, Nox, you put a bucket in the heraldry and you add several of the little sperm logo thingies, the little fireballs, and it's a bucket of Spooge Town. That one kind of works.
You know what? We're gonna go back to Amora because I have lead page.
You got an idea?
An idea. I do. The field is blue. The charge.
What about a fleur de lis instead of just a diamond?
I have that is going to be red. And charge. I'm looking for something.
Actually,
like
the sword wing looks real cool.
I like this because it because of the elemental shift. You've got air, fire, and water. We're gonna save this. We're gonna go here. There we go. Cool.
Okay, so some other little lore bits here that I think would be fun. Stolai being the second one, his father's the one who gave the nipple to Lore.
Okay.
I think that would be a fair assumption because, but I would say that Acacia is maybe 200 years of independence. Like they've been independent longer than Lore. And I wouldn't necessarily say they're territorially hungry, which is why I wanted to take the Empire out of its name. But they wanted to bring all the areas that have this same magical affliction under the same country because they felt kindred with them.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I feel that the previous king, and maybe this is why Stolai has a little bit of a problem, was petty and was looking for reasons. One, he established he was the first monarch of his dynasty. Two, he just really didn't like the kingdom of Ventia.
Yeah.
And was looking for a reason. And how else would you secure, I just started my, this is my own dynasty. I'm in a precarious position. I'm going to take a massive amount of land from the people that used to rule us. Is a solidifying type thing. Religiously, I think that Acacia is not super religious because you don't see the gods, but you do see earth elementals. Like, I think it's a more practical thought process.
Yeah.
That has a lot more of I don't think animism is the right word here. More elemental worship.
Okay, yeah.
Like I feel there are greater elementals that might have crossed over that definitely have decided to start cults here.
And so, then a lot. It'd be a lot more natural magic.
Yeah, it's there. I think
lot
there's
more-
I think there's a disproportionate number of druids.
Yeah, more druidic ranger type magic.
A good number of Oath of the Ancient paladins that pop up here.
Yes.
But again, I think it's like I said, the majority of the population is going to be Ganassi, regardless of what ancestry you put over the top of it. Like
Yeah.
I feel like if someone spends years in this country, you could say, all right, we're going to start shifting something because you've been here and you've been near these wells of power so long.
Yeah.
And so all of a sudden they might lose like that innate elven ability or high elven ability to cast a cantrip,
Mm-hmm.
but now they can hold their breath indefinitely because they're living in the mountainous regions and have been around the air or connected to the plane of or air elemental plane,
Mm-hmm.
that it has done something to them.
Yeah.
Kind of like how the Dampier and the Undying overwrite some things if you come back as one of them.
Yeah. I can see that.
I mean, it's not like I guess it's kind of bad. It'd be like if someone stayed near Chernobyl too long.
Yeah.
Things happen.
Just being inundated with these energies can change you.
Now, I feel like this could even lead to like some fun if someone was playing a barbarian, like with the wild magic barbarian. That could be fun coming from here. Or the Storm Herald barbarian, and it's like they whip up a firestorm and stuff.
Yeah. Or, like having a wildfire druid. Like niche.
Yep. And it'd be fun even as a DM point here is if you do have someone that's playing that type of character, if you get into areas and all of a sudden you move into an area that's more controlled by fire than earth or anything else, all of a sudden fire magic gets a boost.
Like fireball being a 30-foot radius.
Yeah, it goes further than is expected.
It goes 30 feet and does 96 damage.
So, but somewhere else, wind wall might just be like, all right, we just don't go mess with that.
Yeah.
You see what they did? We just don't mess with that. That it's going to last like 3 hours. We all going to sit down, going to have a nap. And when that spell wears out, then we'll go chase after them. But for right now,
Yeah. More elemental plane of water, fireball is a 10-foot radius and does 4d6.
Someone chunks and all of a sudden. So I mean, I think that'd be a fun mechanic to add into it. That would cause, especially your magic users, to have to pay attention to where they are and what they're doing. I think it'd be a good gimmick.
Energy. Area. Sweet. Elemental magics are changed based on energies of current area.
Also, there was the last thing I had, and God, it's 10:30, so yeah, I go back to work tomorrow. The last thing I thought is that it could be in Martine, or it could be somewhere else, but the central office of the largest international bank or trades guild, money lending guild kind of thing
Mm-hmm.
is in this country, and they currently have an agreement with the Thieves Guild. Like, as long as a certain, like, it's not so much paying off the mob, but it's, I've been listening to too much of Terry Pratchett.
Yeah.
And,
I think actually, as far as the biggest, I think I'm gonna give the biggest bank to Venetia, to Ventia.
is that the only thing that's keeping them afloat?
Yeah, buddy.
Okay, that works. So, but here, and feel free to use this then for something else. Uh,
Yeah.
is
Oh, there's definitely a
so the idea I have here is based off of that the thieves and assassins guild work better than the city guard in Ankh-Morport
yeah.
because murders that go unsanctioned result in murderers being murdered because you have to file the correct paperwork. So that the city and the thieves guild / assassins guild, the patrician has agreements with them because he used to be one of them, that we don't do this here. As long as you don't overstep certain bounds, I don't mess with you.
Yeah.
But the second you overstep those bounds, we have a problem. So I feel like the bank and the thieves guilds have an agreement that as long as you don't steal above this amount or steal from these certain accounts, we're fine with it and we won't pursue you. So, like, as long as someone doesn't touch, like, say, the account from one of the 7 children, it's like you do not touch this account for this individual. Well, what about their quarter, or what about their seneschal, their left hand? Oh, we don't care. Just don't steal more than this amount of gold, and do not steal this more than this amount from these accounts, and we don't pursue you because it's not cost effective for anybody.
Yeah.
So it results in petty theft being high, but grand theft being low. And in the end, it ends up actually reducing the amount of theft in the long run. So it's like a beneficial agreement for the both of them.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that would be kind of a neat mechanic. And it could lead to a quest for your party of the bank hires them to go get money back because they stole from the wrong account, and then the party could find out that yeah, it turns out 100% the bank doesn't care as long as you don't steal it from the or from these certain people. So
That's here, Dunrith that is more aligned with this area. The shit, I can't remember what the name of the Thieves Guild is here. But the Thieves Guild is essentially the shadow government, and a lot of what you just said is how it works there.
like I felt like it's a fun mechanic, and it like I won't lie, I wish I wasn't in my 30s whenever I found Terry Pratchett and Discworld and a lot of other books and fantasy stuff, but it's one of those, like, how did I not know this beforehand?
Yeah.
Because I've put elements of stuff like this in a lot. So, like, why do so many of my games have something absurd in them? It makes it more interesting.
Absolutely.
But it is about 10:30, and probably needing to bring this to an end. We're about to hit a 2-hour mark. So let's see. Tomorrow we'll be back with Tears of Kairos, provided my computer decides to keep working. We had a technical difficulty earlier with my computer deciding it did not acknowledge life for a minute. So hopefully it won't do that tomorrow. But if it doesn't, we will have Tears of Kairos. We'll also be back on Sunday with a kitchen table where Ken and Kyle and I will sit down and shoot the shit. I have found a new round of Verbo Hell that I'm going to have to introduce y'all to.
I mean, okay, and that's raise my blood pressure on Sunday before I go back to work on Monday.
I apologize, but I don't really, because the best outtakes of all of Kitchen Table, dear internet, is Nox and I getting mad at someone using fence pickets on an uneven base for you to sleep in a yurt, and yurt is a generous title for that tent, on a horse ranch where 2 other fence pickets were holding a bucket over a shitter hole jugged by an auger.
Yeah.
And then they'd charge you $60 extra to bring your own tent for someone else to stay out there with you.
Yeah.
But mostly it was the fence pickets.
Yeah, there's just shitty craftsmanship just irks the fuck out of us.
So we'll be back with that next on Sunday, and we'll be back with Holy Winds on Monday. And other than Topher's going to have a game that starts up sometime, not 100% sure on it. We're going to be doing a session 0 and probably a workaround type thing. Don't know if that'll air, but that'll be that's something to look forward to. We got a couple new podcasts in the work that might be starting soon. If not now, probably by March. Currently, all donations, if you'd make a donation using the donation link down below, will be donated to the Trevor Project that try to find housing and give support to LGBT youth. So if you can donate to that, please do. We will have some type of tracker or donation thing here soon. And Nox is actually here.
Yeah,
So-
so we appreciate. Oh, excuse me. Time for bed. We appreciate y'all hanging out with us. Hope we were at least mildly entertaining. Hope you learned a little bit. Hope it was enjoyable to you. Until next time, folks. Don't let your meatloaf.